We found a boat, then sailed away from the island. We had to. We didn't belong there. The new guy's name was George. I noticed when the anarchist said his name, he said it with a thick Balkan accent. How did you know that he was from Belka?
Well, both my parents were from Belka, so...
You never told me that. They say that Belkans are known for their conspiracies.
That's just a stereotype. Now, I simply stated my honest opinion and was thrown in jail for it.
The princess sat there looking miserable. That was a dumbass stunt she pulled back there, but it got us on this boat. Take a look at that. This ship is heading for a single rope that's hanging down from the sky. Do you know how far the end of that rope reaches?
Outer space.
No. It is a direct connection to the very potential of mankind itself. Or at least it was until war erupted.
It's my strong belief that the rope might be connected to a very distant, faraway source of great conflict and strife. Even long before the war, the whole world started falling apart once Harling began trying to build it. I often wonder what was going through Harling's mind when he was trying to destroy the very thing that so many people were sacrificed in order to create.
Sacrificed? What do you mean?
Have you seen all of those countless old space shuttles on Tyler Island that are no longer in use?
Yeah. I always thought of them as a good source of scrap. They're an obsolete technology that was abandoned during the construction of the space elevator.
恶灵古堡系列我都不玩了，
Would mean that if
不
the
是不
space
玩，是没有
elevator
玩
was。destroyed, it would be that much harder for mankind to reach the stars. Until we find another way.
But even then, Harling still went ahead and tried to destroy it. At the cost of his own life.
That's not the way I heard it. What I heard was that he sacrificed himself to protect the tower from an incoming missile.
Oh, I was told he tried to fly his ship into the tower in order to destroy it.
I wonder which story is true, Your Royal Highness.
I don't know. Looking at it objectively, it's reasonable to believe that Harling had both options before him.
When it comes to which one you think he took, I guess it's like a mirror.
Yes, it is. It's like a mirror looking into your own soul, based on whichever choice you believe it was. At the moment, though, I can only see darkness. I think that thing should be destroyed.
忍龙4啊，这个月大概来不及吧，
It's time for the briefing. Although,
因为下一个优先是肖星啊，肖星先优先，而且肖星说不定一玩就玩好久。
Anyway, it looks like the seizure of Tyler Island and the relief from Osea have been postponed. In the meantime, we just have to do what we can to survive. Since losing its capital city of Ferbanti, Erusian forces have separated into smaller
这个
autonomous
点的技术
factions.
跟我自己在
It
用
looks
PS
like
去背的
Erusia's
技术
largest
差不多
force
呢
and， leading faction will pass through the area around
边
this
边乱
base.
乱标。
The space elevator is
Bien.
significant to them, so they're probably heading there.
Should we intercept?
Why? I doubt they're gonna start a fight now.
Our top priority should be to get home. Let's go already.
Yeah. It's not like we have the supplies, power, or even a real reason to put up a fight. But what are we going to do if they bring the fight to us? We need to be ready to push them back. If we head inland from here towards Aruja, there's an old castle that's been converted into a stockpiling base. Shalaji Castle. It's currently occupied by some of the Arujan forces that broke off, but we need ammo and fuel. They appear to have converted a freeway into a runway, so we can expect them to have the capacity for air combat. But they'll be easier to handle than Aruja's lead faction. But we can't use all our aircraft to attack. The transport carrying the stolen supplies needs support. Okay, Strider Squadron. You head out first, and neuter the dogs at the stockpiling base. Rendezvous with Cyclops Squadron, who will bring the transport. Then we bring the supplies back to this base.
Got it.
Aircraft are our only threat.
Sounds good.
We'll make it. We're all gonna fly home. Together.
10月24号。啊，毕竟第2轮啊，比较熟了，而且飞机比较好了。有些本来很麻烦的地方就不是这么麻烦。飞。这一代 SOD 的武器是不是很少啊？这关哦，因为这关要打那个、啊，打太阳队。我继续玩 A 方，或者我现在突然又会回去玩57。好了，反正这关还要打太阳。看起来这一轮跑完22点不出来。然后57不是57速度没有比较快吗？对啊，23的速度应该只有输加攻击而已。什么东西？你说什么东西有做？苏联现在还有的开嘞，我只开了1条，其他东西一大堆都还没开。苏联的多功能那几架都还没开，嘿嘿嘿嘿嘿，超多的，起码还有3架有的开的，啊4架，嘿嘿嘿嘿。标准飞弹这一代就完全是靠支持机体了。我现在是没有加速锁定的配件，就是。 47哦，当初3代架空机很多那个机翼是那个跟47一样的，有一条线的，可是它的那个架空机造型就已经跟现代战机就已经不一样，只是机翼都是往前的。
Strider Squadron, aircraft prep complete. You're cleared to taxi.
3代有一条线的那种未来架空机就是一长条，然后机翼向前，其实就跟那个这一代最终几个无人机有点类似。
No Osean forces are in the region ahead. No allies here. No need to ID your target. We set a number of priority targets, focusing on their anti-aircraft weaponry. Okay, team, to work. Unidentified aircraft, not sure if friend or foe. Fire anyway. We don't have time to be wondering if they're friendly or not. Target locked. So, capture this base and take the fuel and supplies.
没打掉。
You take if you want to live. That's how it was where I grew up.
Strider 1, I was just double-checking mission orders, Hushin.
谁把我围到墙了？
Destroyed. Abandon and fall back to our rear position. Retreat! There are more vehicles along the road. They don't appear to be military. They're Rusian refugees. They must be fleeing since the conflict got worse. Warning. Unidentified aircraft. Identify at once or we'll open fire. Target is down. What are you talking about? They already are firing on us.
Ow.
I know. Target destroyed. We're all out of ammo. Don't give up. We're not going to lose our country again. We need your target.
大小，我刚没锁到，射到哪去了？
Protect the base. So what's this faction split from the Russian
63跟
military?
57手感还是不太一
The
样。
autonomous state of Shalaji used to be a nation. The region is always leaning towards independence. Those who want to restore their homelands flock to it. Apparently, their core consists of officers from Vaslij, which neighbored Shalaji.
Are they our enemies?
They're our enemy's enemy, but not our friends.
晃神了一下，应该先打那一只。
The resistance is strong. They seem pretty desperate. Help is here. It's not strong. No, they're with the Osean army.
Locked on.
嘿，抱歉，硬讲转。
They have more aircraft. More planes incoming. Fire more missiles. Hit them with AA shells and they'll come down.
别抢！他竟然打 APC。
Vehicle confirmed destroyed. Confirming Strider 1 destroyed target. Missile away. Fire arms planes up in the air. They're bombing us. We're unable to use the SAMs. Help me! We're coming up on the castle. Let's hurry up and capture this base so we can get its fuel and supplies.
哦，这个系列22通常都是除了架空机以外
Don't
最
say
好看
that.
的
This is for our survival.
机动性。
Yeah, I know.
哎，乱锁一通。
That's Shalaji Castle.
干他的超级没打准。
Take in both civilians and refugees without discrimination. Then break the stone buildings and take shelter somewhere sturdier on the ground.
哪里？
You are and cover your head until you're dead in.
2，感觉在锁定真的。哎，太好棒了！2，5，2，1啊！
Target is in machine gun range. Enemy on your back.
2，1，5，2，5。好像已经没有很认真的在玩。
Strider 1, target eliminated. Target locked. Yeah, they can go on ahead without me.
变成黑炭了。
Warning, enemy has a beat on you. Strider 1, missile launched. Out. We're running out of ways to strike back.
不知道为什么今天就很有想用脸接 AA 杠的心情。
Lost more than half of our forces. The battle won't last much longer. Let them have our lives. As long as our nation stands, the young will
别
carry
走！
on. Breaking up. Breaking. Target acquired. Why can't we hit our target? New hostiles. All aircraft confirmed.
This town is of high cultural value. It's unfortunate we had to bomb it like we did. We do what we need to survive, right?
一直说要去采买，
Not something I'll
真的
tell
该
my
去买
son。about.
再拖下去，到时候卖场。
We're setting ducks. Cancel takeoff. Stand by. Negative. This battle's over if we don't get up there. Along with hope of restoration. Don't worry. As long as we accelerate inside the tunnel, they won't be able to shoot us down that easily. Their interceptors are in the air.
起飞啦！
Getting to takeoff speed inside the tunnel is insane.
Soul Squadron airborne. Keep the invaders out of our skies.
啊！
Understood. You are in violation of Shiraji airspace. Turn around or we'll be forced to shoot you down.
开打！
This is the OCN Long-Range Strategic Strike Group. Land immediately and hand over your planes and base to us. You must be the snowbirds. It's absurd for you to be talking so tough after losing one of your leaders at Farbanti. You bastard. You defile this country. As long as you're here, this country will never know peace. Shit. I'm behind my target. Target acquired.
阿姨，抱歉。
Enemy on your back. Fox 2. What the hell do you know about Wiser? Fox 2.
要转呢。
I'm out. Ejecting. That will be okay. Bailing out under those conditions. I can see his parachute. Let's pray he makes it to safety. 3 to go. Don't let them work together. Back up trigger. Wilco. Righto. I'm behind my target. Locked on bandit. Soul Squadron. Move Snowbird's leader to King.
抱歉，抱歉。
Enemy on your back. Let's finish him before King gets here. Strider 1, target acquired. strikes too.
Those Legion pilots are known for their skills. Let's leave this fight to them.
Locked on.
Missile evaded.
Get the leader. We can take them without King.
Dum,
He should have left just like we told him to. Roseman hit. He's ejected. Damn. We can't even last long enough to buy ourselves some time.
Yeah.
As expected, but a lucky shot would be boring.
Some kind of energy weapon. No, it's a railgun.
Strider 1, we have a bogey approaching at high speed. Bearing 090,
我
straight
在
from the
Mr.
east.
X 登场的时候，不知道有没有办法把这两架打下来。
High-speed projectile launched into the aircraft.
I'm testing this aircraft. You must find your own sky.
We can still help you.
Don't waste your life. Dedicated to reclaiming that which you call home. Furthermore, you must find someone to guide you. I am not that person. Yummy.
This Legion squad will be retreating. Those fighting below are advised to
一
take
定要打打看。
Don't die. As long as we're alive, no one can control the Hey, look at the color of that plane. Damn, that's the flames of hell. Time for payback.
哎，我都忘记我带这个。
Leave it to Trigger. The rest of us will just get in the way. Rest form a perimeter to catch whatever slips through. Welcome. Might just cost us our lives.
Hit on unidentified aircraft. The enemy's mobility is the attack.
Not bad.
That bastard's moving in a way that minimizes the damage even when he's hit. Keep firing those missiles until you blow them to pieces.
Unidentified aircraft. Land your plane and surrender. Why do you feel the need to continue fighting on your own?
That's funny. It seems like one of the pilots is also fighting alone.
He's not alone. Look around you.
I see. Perhaps it would have been best to entrust the future to pilots like that. Let me test him then, to see if he's truly worthy. Hey look, it's like the sky's been sliced wide open. The experimental unit probably made themselves a new toy. What do you think of this?
Someone to guide us. I can't think of anyone other than you. Being together with me, I taught me something. Drone fighters don't belong with the blue. They have no place in the cosmos of the skies. And they're what the Legion Air Force should be fighting against.
Think you can keep up with me?
100%. Targeting coercion, 0.8 degrees.
This aircraft is my body. If they are not enough, then I must put my soul into it. There are pilots like you in every generation, and I've felled every last one of them.
Strider 1 scored another hit. He's still flying, but his plane's been damaged. Finish him off, Trigger.
It's a hit. The unidentified aircraft is going down.
You got him. Trigger has splashed a bandit.
Can you hear me, pilot with the 3 strikes? This was all due to my ego. I unleashed pure chaos upon this world, just so I could keep my wings. stop to the drone production.
Is this a message to Trigger? What does it mean?
I don't think this war is over just because we shot down Mr. X. Yeah, it's gonna take something else entirely to end this thing. I just don't know what.
当，他不当我自己当。
No Osean forces are in the region ahead. No allies here. No need to ID your target. We've set a number of priority targets.
那是3代，不对，3代也不是那个，3代应该讲。
The resupply went well. We should be okay on food and fuel reserves for a little while at least. Luckily, the rumor that the Erusian army is advancing nearby is only a rumor. There's no sign of them from the skies. Rumors, rumors, rumors. This is what happens when you lose communications. But we got one good fact. The plane Trigger shot down was an advanced model of the XO-2 Wyvern. It was developed in the last Continental War. Erusia had a lot up their sleeves. Apparently, they were even supposed to have Belkin aircraft back in the First War. What if Trigger couldn't shoot it down? Just thinking about it gives me chills. We're lucky to be here. In war, you never know what's lurking behind the curtains. But it looks like everything's loose now. Solid chain of command, rest periods after sorties, a battlefield where you know friend from foe. All of that's gone now, lost in a fog of confusion. Feels like a distant dream. Now, just how the hell are we gonna get out of this mess?
Hey.
When we got to the mainland, we found the space elevator's support facility. I guess this was the factory where they built the gigantic structure the elevator traveled in. There was this little girl sitting in front of a mural. When the princess saw her, she shuddered like she'd seen a ghost. The girl had a stuffed animal. This was the day after the shit went down at Tyler Island. She walked right up to the princess, took her hand, and led her into the factory. One thing's for sure, they knew each other. The factory had been converted to a production line for Erusian drones. It was fully automated and chugging along, making drone after drone after drone. Once they got inside, the princess stopped and just stood there. Another girl was there with a man in a lab coat. He was trying to use his keyboard, but she wouldn't let him. She took a data chip and threw it on the ground. Then she walked over to us and took the gun from the prison guard's holster. She pulled the trigger and destroyed the chip. Later, I found out that the girl with the gun and the one with the stuffed animal were sisters. They were also the granddaughters of Mihai A. Shalaji, the legendary pilot. Gramps used to talk about him. He said Mihai was the top ace from 2 wars ago. Know any Belkins? Because this guy was a Belkin, and they love to stir shit up. Pitting nations against other nations is a particular favorite of theirs, along with developing hyper-advanced technology.
That's right. I'm Belkin, born and raised. My country is gone now. Rather than surrender to its enemy, Belka detonated 7 nuclear weapons on its own soil. My people scattered around the globe, living in the shadows of other countries. We had a new purpose: to breed wars. The theory was that through war, we could achieve our destiny and our revenge. I had just finished inputting Mihai's data when his granddaughter came in. She destroyed the only copy I had of the information I squeezed out of him. The girl loved Mihai. No one knew more than her just how hard I pushed her grandfather for that data, how much I made him sacrifice in the process. I promised his granddaughters that his efforts were not in vain, that it could end this terrible war. But in the end, it only caused more chaos and despair. We were responsible for all this damage, all this tragedy. Now, we were going to pay for it. The Erusians, once our allies, would see to that. I had lost the drive to continue my work, even before I noticed Mihai's granddaughters eyeing me with suspicion that one day. I should have stopped then, for all our sakes. Mihai's granddaughter tossed the gun aside. She said if she resorted to killing, she'd just end up like the rest of us. And by us, she meant everyone, including the princess. Like me, the princess was afraid to look into the girl's eyes. She knew that by encouraging her people, she kept the war going. Mihai and his granddaughter were victims of it. And now, they too were paying the price.
Is this for Belka? Or for Erusia? My grandfather had only one wish, to continue soaring through the endless skies. That was the only place where he felt alive. But I don't even have a country to call home, let alone the sky. The Black Forest, the lake, they are no longer mine. Even though those lands were once cherished by my late mother. We have to learn to put that sense of nostalgia behind us and behave like mature adults.
My homeland. She's right. It feels so far away now. The woman with the rifle approached me. She was focused on more pressing issues.
I checked the computer. All of the data on the legendary Ace had already been installed.
No, I pulled it before it was completed. However, there are 2 aircraft that are already scheduled to be manufactured based on that data.
We must destroy the factory.
This isn't the only one. There are more facilities just like it, and the 2 planes containing the data will be manufactured at one of those facilities.
So, this place runs on solar power that the space elevator generates, right? How about the others? We can destroy the space elevator and cut the power to them. First things first, let's take this one out.
I'll show you which locations to target.
I stood there, thinking about that mural by the factory's entrance. Harling commissioned it to be painted. I realized that in the background, behind the dancing figures, the artist had painted several space elevators. I understand now. The space elevator wasn't designed to exploit Erusia after all.
Good. And afterwards, we'll bring down the space elevator itself. No matter why it was built. Right now, it's the root of this chaos.
I wonder...
Yes?
I wonder... which path you would choose when looking at Harling's mirror.
共三小。
Let's get the briefing started.
We've done enough air operations. Just let us go home.
There's no path for us to get home.
他那个时候想的一定是公三小啊，因为公主讲的那一段话是他跟女王讲的延伸的，那他又没跟其他人讲过。我们眼镜仔一定都觉得你他到底是在公三小。
Apparently, the Erusian radicals have gathered around the space elevator, as it's a source of energy. Give the warmongers a powerful energy source, and you give them the luxury to keep on fighting. In response to this, people from both Osea and Erusia have joined forces, and will take down the final Arsenal bird in a saturation attack from the air and the sea. Once that's achieved, they'll take the space elevator from the aggressors.
Has the source been verified?
It could be fake. I hear you. Take a look at what's written at the end. Hey, dumbass. If you want to bring the world back from the brink, go to the lighthouse. You can see the future.
Dumbass? Sounds familiar.
It certainly does. It's from those guys we met in Tyler Island. The 444 squad. It's a message to all those looking to end the war. But I also think it's a message for Trigger.
Guess we'll do what it says.
Okay. Well then, I'm thinking we go roast that damn bird.
Looks like we're all on the same page. It's time to end this war. Time to fly, guys. Let's go get that Arsenal bird.
要不要拿37打？没按错。镭射啊，现在谁有？有镭射的，哎，这个是镭射机枪。15E 有镭射炮，37，哎，37有，37有啊，好啊，我买。拿掉一个去装那个 TLS。命中范围，只有命中范围。啊，还有另外一个，可是我们还没点。残念です。因为剧情模式都是等级1啊，等级2、3的都在线上啊。
Strider Squadron, sortie ASAP.
我等级2以上的都也只能在线上用，就是。不行啊，剧情的都是1的、啊，2、3以上才是多人。
We need help. Don't let him damage more. Show him what the erosion, no, what fighter pilots are made of. Thanks. I owe you. No sweat.
Get into formation. We have the numbers.
Well, if it isn't the LRSSG, looks like our luck has turned. LRSSG, no secure air superiority. There are Erusian aircraft in the coalition, so they have been ID'd as friendly via the data link.
Just confirmed it.
The Erusian government aircraft, including drones, will show up as hostiles. You two aces, I'm thinking it's time to show us what you've got.
We don't have 2 anymore. Guess nobody told them.
That's quite true, Count. It's not just 2. Wiseman trained his squad well. Everyone still in it is an ace. He'd be proud of you all.
To all of you who have gathered here, regardless of your country, this is headquarters of the Ocean Army Southern Command. Wait, you can forget that designation. We are a coalition formed exclusively
打我理由打来一下。
down the Arsenal bird. Wait until we're ready to strike the Arsenal bird in unison. Roger. Right.
Turn over the channel. Yeah, we can hear everything he's saying. There's no other choice. The Erusian aircraft are in the coalition as well.
This is Skull Squadron and Rifle Squadron of the Erusian Air Force. We're here on our own. Lancaster, we're entering your airspace.
This is Zone 2. Republic of Bosnia are also moving to rendezvous. So they want squadron now.
It's Mr. X's crew.
Count, ease up. Engagement is forbidden.
Don't worry, I know. We need every bird we can call upon. Even if they were flying with the guy that killed Wiseman. Some of their squadrons are in weird formations.
They have manned aircraft with UAVs in slave mode.
All this just to keep the war going. Enemy aiming for you, Strider 1.
别动，别动，别动！扫不到啊！而且我在扫友军。
Commencing transmission. I'm speaking over both terrestrial broadcasting and video transmission networks. It's not important who we are. First, our goals. Destroy the space elevator. Second, we want power to the drone factory cut in order to put a stop to all the war and chaos that its products cause. And last, we want to bring an end to this lawless war that has given rise to a state of anarchy. I'll tell you what's going on right now. The land is overrun with refugees who have lost their homes. This is no isolated incident. In spite of that, the war continues to rage overhead.
哎，没有，那个应该再拉远一点，然后趁人家没有在注意的时候偷打会比较厉害。历代的话是这样，历代的话是这样。
Are the friendly Erusians rebels or what?
We're rebels, but I'm sure it's more complicated than that. Brush up on current events later. Focus on the enemy.
Copy that.
Take a look. See that line continuing above the horizon? The cable goes up to the sky as far as the eye can see. Not many people know this, but the space elevator is the world's tallest transmission tower. In theory, its radio waves cover exactly half the globe. We've jacked its signal in order to reach out to you.
On our side? That's unheard in a long time. Against 3 strikes? Never again.
Okay.
Hit by a missile.
Splendid work, Strider 1.
Nothing good comes from custom focused technology. 5 minutes remaining. There's airspace like a testing ground.
Communications infrastructure down. This broadcast can only be transmitted to certain regions. If you can access the server, consider yourself lucky. You get to see a real-life princess. Hey, Cosette, say hello to everyone. Yes.
哎，抢尾。
Taking away all their guns.
Yes. Let's open up the exit. Everyone get the refugees into the underground tunnel. George, Tabloid.
All right, understood. Strider 1, missile. Cyclops 2, Fox 2.
No, that's just one of those resistance traitors. They dodged it. An enemy aircraft.
They're after me. I need cover.
The main Ocean force is to the south, so grit your teeth and fight.
Let me slide in on that tail.
Our princess is looking at a mural. There's another one there too. It shows a whole bunch of space elevators. Skies.
There's a launch from the Arsenal bird. They're Helios projectiles. All aircraft, stay clear of the blast area. 10 seconds to impact.
打到一架而已。
4, 3, 2, 1, impact.
我他妈是不是在圈里面啊？
Unknown. Proceed with caution.
看错了。
We can't switch off the security system, but we've got this. If what he said is true, this will give us at least 10 seconds.
两架。可是我要闪。I can.
Get back here! As you all saw, we have a problem. The princess went by herself into the maintenance area and has shut us out. No idea what got her going this time. Stupid woman.
分数不太够。
This will launch from the Arsenal bird. Shit, airburst tight. Helios arriving in 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2. Helios arrived.
闪不到。哎。
I said we were going to take down the space elevator, but it's not like we can just go out there and chop it down. At the top of the windbreak, 6 location markers have been set in place. They monitor distortions in the
去
space
哪里呀？
Those are the locations we need to target. If the sensors go bad, the elevator's observation system will think the elevator has fallen. Until its safety can be confirmed, all microwaves will be stopped.
Oh, I get it. What a party.
I was gonna do it myself. You dumbass.
Helios launched from the Arsenal bird.
哎，跑哦！
5 seconds. 3,
有啊，两大巨头啊。
impact now.
You caught that. It's all over.
我跑那么远。
Helios arriving in 10 seconds. 5 seconds to arrival.
分数不够啊，大佬啊！
3 seconds remaining.
Bandit in my sights. Got this one down to my sights.
Watch your remaining missiles.
The monster bird is in our trap. We'll use a saturation attack. Wait for the signal.
分数。
First 2.
Bandit on your six.
On the enemy's radar. We're out of time. Mission is a failure.
哎，那架打下去有没有刚刚好？可恶！
We need help. Don't let him damage more. Well, if it isn't the LRSSG, looks like our luck has turned. LRSSG, you will secure air superiority. There are Erusian aircraft in the Coalition, so they have been ID'd as friendly via the data link.
Just confirmed it.
The Erusian government aircraft, including drones, will show up as hostiles. You two aces, I'm thinking it's time to show us what you've got.
We don't have 2 anymore. Guess nobody told them.
That's quite true, Count. It's not just 2. Wise's been trained his squad well. Everyone's still entered as an ace. He'd be proud of you all.
To all of you who have gathered here, regardless of your country, this is headquarters of the Ocean Army Southern Command. Wait, you can forget that designation.
完全不知道有没有办法打的。
We are a coalition formed exclusively for the sole purpose of taking down the Arsenal bird. Wait until we're ready to strike the Arsenal bird in unison. Roger.
What's he doing speaking on an open channel? The enemy can hear everything he's saying. There's no other choice. The Erusian aircraft are in the Coalition's well.
This is Gold Squad
Ease up. Engagement is forbidden.
Don't worry, I know.
哎，
We can call upon, even if they were flying with the guy that killed Wiseman. Some of their squadrons are in weird formations. All this just to keep war going. The UAVs were sluggish once the leader went down. I thought his pushing away.
God.
Okay, commencing transmission. I'm speaking from both terrestrial broadcasting and video transmission networks. It's not important why, are. First, destroy the space elevator. Second, we want power to the drone factory cut in order to put a stop to all the war and chaos that its products cause. And last, we want to bring an end to this pointless war and give rise to a state of anarchy. Let me tell you what's going on right now. The land is overrun with refugees who have lost their homes. This is
到底有几个？
In spite of that, the war continues to rage overhead. Shoot them down one at a time. They'll run out eventually. There's still this many troops behind us.
也那么硬。
How did that miss?
Are the friendly illusions rebels or what?
为什么不是我的？
Rebels, but I'm sure it's more complicated than that. Brush up on current events later. Focus on the enemy.
Copy that. Take a look. See that line
这
continuing
边
above
这
the
边比较多一
horizon?
点。
A cable goes up to the sky as far as the eye can see. Not many people know this, but the space elevator is the world's tallest transmission tower. In theory, its radio waves cover exactly half the globe. We've jacked up signal in order to reach out to you.
违法直播。
Bandits on me!
Enemy on your tail, wait! I got a tail in my sight.
Manned aircraft flying in the big skies is the best way to wage war.
Fox 2! Fox 2!
我要一边闪一边打就不好用了。
With the communications infrastructure down, this broadcast can only be transmitted to certain regions. If you can access the server, consider yourself lucky. You get to see a real live princess.
分数总比刚刚还要惨。
Say hello to everyone.
Fox 2!
Yes.
Avril, it's safe over here. You're taking away all their guns.
我找不到敌人。
Open up the exit. Everyone get the refugees into the underground tunnel. George, Tabloid.
All right, understood. Come this far, don't get killed.
Enemy got away. Damn it. Without IF, that's more like a slapstick routine. Enemy sighted. Fox 2.
Missile hit. Enemy has a radar lock on me.
This is you 2. Locked on enemy.
Three strikes. Brought help.
How did you get back there?
A princess is looking at a mirror. There's another one here too. It shows a whole bunch of space elevators. Skies of
Fox 2. Use airspace like a
What's that?
testing ground for their
Let's go.
weapons. Why would they
Yes.
shoot themselves? Warning. Missiles launched from the arsenal burn. They're Helios projectiles. All aircraft, stay clear of the blast area.
Ow.
10 seconds to impact. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Impact.
How many got caught in that explosion?
Broadcaster, do we have more incoming?
Unknown. Proceed with caution.
Wilco. We can't switch off the security system, but we've got this. If what he said is true, this will give us at least 10 seconds. Cosette! Cosette! What the hell's wrong with you? Get back here! If you're on Raw, we have a problem.
少一个特殊武器可以有效输出差很多呢。
No idea what got her going this time. Stupid woman.
这次又那么准了。
Shit, airburst tight. Helios arriving in 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2. Helios arrived.
我自己超兵。
I said we were gonna take down the space elevator, but it's not like we can just go out there and chop it down. At the top of the windbreak, 6 location markers have been set in
可
place.
是差太多了吧？
Monitor distortion.
比刚刚差太多。
Those are the locations we need to target. If the sensors go bad, the elevator's observation system will think the elevator has fallen.
那用镭射在一起。
Confirmed, all microwaves will be stopped.
Oh, I get it. What a party.
I was gonna do it myself. Dumbass.
Helios launched from the Arsenal bird. 5 seconds. 3, 2, impact now.
Look like that. It's all over.
嘿嘿嘿，谢谢大家。还是把镭射拿掉了。对对对。大混战没办法用镭射啊。
Let's get the briefing started.
打个6AM 或者4AM 之类的。4AM 32，44。好啦，换回武器啊！嘿嘿嘿嘿。
Strider Squadron, sortie ASAP.
哎，
被猫骑了。
感谢020033250点，感谢感谢。